Yo, what is good, my anime friend? What is good, yo? I probably should have just ended up playing the Black Clover game, but I wanted to tell you guys, I apologize for this not being out early. I was up at 8 to definitely drop it, but because of some power outage, I definitely could not do anything about it. The power wound up coming back around 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So even if I was home, I would have been just stuck not doing anything. But I'm back now and I appreciate the patience. If people unsubscribe and you find my videos again, I apologize for not having the stuff I usually do out. But regardless, let's get into Black Clover. I really like what they could do with Asta as a whole. Um, Asta. And because his character seems like there's still a ridiculous amount of growth that he can have, just in the capacity of his anti-magic seems to have no real understand. Like no one's ever kind of been a master of it, seemingly, or no one we know in this day and age knows of anyone who's been a master of it. The crazy part about that is the sword isn't even like the main reason, the one that he flies on anyway, that seems it's just doing it on its own. Like what is put I thought he was doing something crazy, kind of like General Pilaf when he throws the giant pillar and he has to like run and jump and catch it. Um, but I guess he's just literally doing it himself with whatever the heck he's pushing himself with, like his anti magic. So big ups to Asta becoming pretty much what he wanted to be, a magic knight that can fly and whatnot. It took him a really long time to figure it out, but better late than never. And the thing that kind of shocks me is what is Asta's equivalent of, being in these stages, right? Like, nothing is really given to us in the grand spectacle of is Asta really the same stage as everybody? Because how could that be possible if he literally has no magic, So does he go stages up, or is this all just pure, him, like pure non giving up, pushing yourself, and whatever the heck this power is that the anti magic's coming from, aka a demon? Uh, he's just getting stronger within it. And can it be? Does demon magic uh, a thing, and why is it not being called magic in the end game? In the case of like his magic, literally is not coming from his body. The weird part that also throws me off in this week's episode is Yuno being called a freaking prince. Like, what? What? Not only is he called a prince, I don't know if the father is even alive now. Seeing how the kingdom just got like ridiculously reduced to a bubble. But it would be pretty nuts if the father is a demon now, right? Like, if the person might have to fight is his own dad that he's never actually met, that ended up getting abandoned by, which would make a lot of sense why he had to leave his son in the hands of someone else, or like the mother left with the son away from him because the father was a demon. So I really can't wait to learn more about that. I feel like his character has definitely been way too broken, and I guess now we'll know that he's been royalty of the highest class, and he was just raised as a noble, as a bottom feeder, I guess, as the nobles will call him, middle class, lower class, whatever. But I do love what they're doing with Asta. But when you really go back and you look at everything else, Chami's little part where she becomes this ginormous monster and literally is Godzilla of this small town that just has really good fruit. these are the types of stuff that really makes this show feel lived in, right? Like it feels like these characters actually are growing personality wise, and that's the trippy part to me is where can they go uh, overall with these characters? Where are they going to go with them? And at the end of it all, are we going to get a time skip where they're the ones kind of recruiting and setting up for the future? Because they're all, a lot of them are captains, or a lot of them are just working and helping the kingdom still, or whatever. So, very, very interesting how much is changing and how much these characters are growing time and time again. So, I hope everybody's having an amazing day, night, evening, whatever the case may be when you're watching this. I am your boy, the MAG, and I will definitely talk to you sooner than later. Peace.